welcome to the 27th annual Christmas Classic event here in Laurel, Maryland. We're at the Sport Fit Racket and Health Club. This is our first doubles semi-final match of the evening. We've got the serving team, Maria Jose Vargas and Natalia Mendez, both from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And they are playing against the number 2 seed team for this event, Alexandra Herrera and Frederic Lambert of Mexico and Canada, respectively. I'm joined here with my friend Russ Bruns.
Hello.
Russ Bruns is a doubles partner of mine and a good racquetball player. So does a lot for racquetball in South Carolina.
And we are looking forward to bringing the ladies back in the middle of January. It's always a great tournament, great time.
Yes, so that'll be January 25th to 27th. The LPRT will be headed to Greenville, South Carolina. That's a great event. Oh, no.
That's tough.
Yeah, Frederick just got hit with the ball. So unlike our pro singles, which is best out of 5 games, pro doubles is 2 games to 15, tiebreaker to 11 if needed, win by 1. We've got a replay hinder called. Center court, they're bound to get in each other's way. That was a replay hinder.
Tight playing right now.
One serving 3. Frederic's best swing. She was falling backwards when she tried to hit that ball. Hit it right into the floor. Half out.
And no court hinders here, so sometimes it'll take a funny bounce.
Some of the best touch shots on tour. She's really good in the front of the court and just as an off-speed shot that she just lays up there very softly. Makes it very tough in singles as well as doubles.
up.
We're serving for Vargas with a backhand seal-off serve to Herrera. Side out, still 4-4. Half out. Serving for the only lefty in the court, Alexander Herrera, serving a long serve down the left side. Quick side out.
High Z is getting to be a go-to shot for a lot of players nowadays.
I noticed a lot of the players hitting that this weekend. Serving for just like her singles matches, she just buries that pinch shot into that left corner. She's so tough up on that left side. Just got to keep Alexandra away from setting up on that side of the court.
Touch.
Russ, how would you describe these courts here at the Sport Fit Club?
They're good courts. The floors bounce real true. They're a little slower than a lot of other courts, I think. But it's a great place to play with four courts back to back with glass walls. You're able to catch a lot of action.
Everybody kind of congregates in the middle, a gathering area between these four courts. It is a great club for an event. So good appeal used. Alexander's asking for a screen serve. And the line judges overturned the referee's call, so there's a second serve coming up. So that's no appeal used. Doesn't count again. against them. Players get 3 used appeals per game. A used appeal is only if the referee's call stands. If it's over the possible return, then it doesn't count against them. That's funny because what do you think about that shot, Ron?
I thought it skipped. I thought it was a skip ball.
Yeah.
And it even had a clear sound of a skip, and it's kind of questionable why she used an appeal on that particular call that, in my opinion, wasn't even close. It was definitely a skip ball.
You know what? The line judge on the left side of the court thought it skipped. Thought it was good, so it just depends, I think, on your angle.
Ah, that is true.
We've got a full house here today, so if you hear a lot of background noise, there are a lot of people here watching the matches tonight. Actually, it's been a full house all weekend, so a lot of amateur events going on. That's the great thing about a pro stop. You not only get to watch the pros play, but you can also, it's a good turnout for amateur divisions, good events to play.
It's a good get on that serve. Z serve right up against the glass wall.
Tied up at 8-8, still game 1. Cover by Vargas, backing up her partner, and she gets up there to hit a nice off-speed touch shot right into that right corner. Frederica had a long way to go to hit that shot. Ten serving 8.
supposed to. He's here every day, but in the tournaments that he got Star is not gonna cut.
Big skip.
One of those tough serves. Caught the back wall on the swing. Got aggressive with that one, right back down the line.
Ten serving 12. Ball. We had a 1-point game and a timeout. We'll take a little break. We'll be back here in just a minute live in Laurel, Maryland. Welcome back, we're live. This is still game number 1 in our first pro doubles semifinal. We're back in after a timeout. It was 11 serving 12. Game is to 15, win by 1.
It's tough. Great rally, great rally.
Skip ball by Vargas. She was not happy about that one. Gave the wall a kick. Frederic Lambera with the serve. Natalia gives a wall a kick. She skipped the ball. That'll do it. Game goes to Frederic Lambert and Alexander Herrera. Game 1. We'll be back in just a minute for game number 2. Back, we're live for game number 2. The first pro doubles semifinal of the evening. If you missed it earlier, we've got our pro singles final has been determined. Paola Longoria and Alexandra Herrera will play tomorrow at noon Eastern time for the title of the 27th annual Christmas Classic. Following this semifinal, our next double semifinal will be Paola Longoria and Kelani Bailey Lawrence versus Rhonda Rajic and Cheryl Lotz. Should be a good match, just like this one. Good close match, that's what we're looking for. Vargas with an off-speed, very controlled, good patience. It paid off for her. Skip ball on that return. 2 serving 4. Long serve or 3-wall serve, so second serve coming up. Again, so anyway, just there a minute ago, we had just had a rules clarification about what happens if the ball bounces up. There's a hole or an opening on the top right and left sides of the court, just like a big window box. And if the ball bounces on the floor and goes out or hits the ledge of that box, then it's a replay. But if the ball goes out or hits that edge off of a racket or off of the front wall or something like that, then it's pointer side out. So there's just clarification with that. Yeah. serving one here in game number 2. The receiving team won that first game. I'm joined here with Dean Baer, Dean of, I guess I could call you of the IRT, or what's your official title with
Yes.
the IRT?
They're starting to call me the voice of the IRT, one of the investors, tournament directors, chief cook and bottle washer. I don't know. A little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, this is a great club. We were here, the IRT was here in September. It's a great atmosphere. They got a really good racquetball community
Yes.
here in Maryland. I know that they like having the women here. You guys been here 5 or 6 years in a row or more?
Well, actually, this is our 27th year for the Christmas Classic.
Wow.
I want to say the last 5 we've been here in Maryland at this club. This event originally started in Arlington, Virginia, but unfortunately the club there closed, and the Sport Fit picked us up, and
The
we're
norm,
glad
right?
they,
The club's closing.
But we're glad that the Sport Fit here in Laurel picked us up. This is like you said, this is a great location.
Yeah, I know. Well, Karen and Mike Grizz, they're also part of the IRT, but they always have an LPRT event here. So I came to support you guys, support them, and most importantly, my daughter started playing. So I wanted to make sure she saw the women, play and compete. She takes camps with me and Fran back at home, and so it's good. She's having a good time.
Future LPRT player.
That would be great. I think I'd be. I probably would lose a couple of heartbeats. I don't know. It's too intense for me, honestly. Even at junior nationals, I'm just too crazy just watching her. I can't be the coach and the dad. It's just too difficult. But this is a great event. I'm so glad to be here. And I saw some really good women's matches. It's really good to see. I only really get to see the women at the U.S. Open, so this is really good. Oh, Natalia couldn't get off the wall. Now, I don't usually watch the doubles that often. I know that you guys play doubles all the time. And I know that Maria Jose and Natalia always play doubles together, but did they always play this side, or did they switch?
They typically play the sides they're on right now. Typically Maria on the forehand side and Natalia on the left side. That's pretty typical for them. And you're right, they have a lot of experience playing together. They play for Buenos Aires, Argentina. Alexandra and Frederique, I don't think they've played together very many times. What happens sometimes when the players' regular partners can't make it, then the players switch around a lot, which makes it really interesting.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to you earlier about having a tournament and trying to see about maybe picking doubles teams out of a hat, and I don't know how that would go, but it would really be a lot of fun. Or one has to play with 8, 7 has to play with 2.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
We have a league like that back at home, and it's not as easy as you think. It's extremely difficult.
I believe that. Because sometimes with doubles especially, sometimes you mesh very well with your partner, and sometimes you're like oil and water. Some players just don't play well together.
Very true. I mean, I played doubles this event with a really old friend who we haven't played doubles since we were 14. So that's like 5 years ago.
I'm going to tell him you said he was old.
I know. And although we didn't come out on top in that match, Damian Zamorano got the best of us. That won't happen again. So, but it was a lot of fun. Again, we haven't played in ages. So just the first 10, 15 points, you're just trying to get accustomed to where your partner's going to be, and who your opponents are. Especially when you travel and play, you play opponents you've never seen before in the court. So it's just a lot of fun.
So important to communicate well in doubles. You just have to talk to your partner. You got to know where each other are, who's taking the shot.
Yeah, we don't play a lot of doubles on the IRT. It's
I don't think our games are where they want to be. But if you just saw that last point, Maria, she was standing behind Frederique, and it was an easy pinch, and a winner because Maria's behind it. So doubles is always about court position and shot selections, like the two main things. You could be the best player in the world, but if you don't take the right shot, you're not going to come out on top. Maria got jammed. That's a pretty good serve from Frederique to kind of come in between both of them, just to give the guys saying, hey, one of you's got to step up and take it.
She's doing a good job of mixing up her serves. Keeping
Great
them
shot
guessing.
right there.
Good court coverage.
Yeah, Maria just lost her footing. She really couldn't recover from that particular thing. We have a timeout on court number 3 here, Laurel, Maryland.
We'll take a little.
Anything new and exciting for the LPRT?
Well, you know what, Dean, we're going to take a little break. This is our last event of the calendar year for 2018 for the LPRT. So these women get a break for the holidays, and they can go and celebrate the new year. And we'll be back with a Grand Slam in January in Greenville, South Carolina, which is a really fantastic event for us.
That's another event on your schedule that's been there for a really long time as a Grand Slam, right?
I want to say this might be our 4th or 5th year.
That's nice. Anytime you guys have a lot of Grand Slams. This is going to be the first year that for the IRT we have 3 Grand Slams. Are you guys going to have like 5?
So I think right now we're scheduled for 5 for the season. We had one in Mexico in August, and then obviously the U.S. Open. We've got Greenville as a Grand Slam. Our last event of the season in Kansas City is a Grand Slam. Thanks to our sponsor Randy Root. And then, yeah, we have some possibilities in the way. We'll see. We're hopeful that we have some things in the works that we're hoping that turns out to be a really exciting new event for us.
Yeah, always good giving them a little teaser for those fans at home. We have a pretty busy schedule. Our second half is a lot busier than our first half. So I really didn't have to travel that much. In January, we got 2 events, and our next event's in Canoga Park, California, and then South Dakota. And then we have quite a few in March also. I think we have 2 in March and 2 in April, or 1 in April, and we're going to be in New York in May. That's on our calendar.
And you said that'll be a Grand Slam?
That's scheduled to be a Grand Slam. Most likely that will take place. It's definitely going to be a tournament for sure. We have some meetings next couple of weeks with our title sponsor, and then we'll get that on the. It's on the calendar as a Grand Slam, but it's like a 90% chance it'll stay a Grand Slam. So now on doubles, just like the IRT, just because for me that I don't get to watch a lot of the women. Your doubles, you still play 2 out of 3, but in singles, you guys are playing 3 out of 5. I've been watching all week, and there's some really good matches.
Yeah, we had, in our first round, I think we had 5 out of 6 of our very first round matches go 5 games. 2 of those went 12-10 in the 5th.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it makes it very exciting to watch. But doubles, it would be quite a long match and pretty intense if we went 5 games. So we've kept that at 2 games to 15.
Yeah, well, we saw at the U.S. Open, some of the matches were so good, the doubles matches, on both the men and the women's side.
It's just a different intensity for doubles.
Did she make that shot? I didn't see if it hit.
I couldn't see it.
I think she did. Let's check in with the score here. Oh, Frederique trying to shoot bottom board right there. 6 serves 8. Nice flick of the wrist there by Frederique. Is she Dr. Frederique yet, or not yet?
Is she what?
Is she Dr. Frederique?
She's getting
Dr.
closer
Lambert.
and closer. I think her graduation date is in April, but then she'll go into residency, which she said this weekend.
That's great. It's nice to see what these professional athletes do, off the court. A lot of players think, a lot of fans think this is the only job they have, and although how we want it to be, it's just not where our sport is just yet.
Right here on the court, we do have a doctor and a lawyer. Frederick, almost a doctor.
Yeah.
Natalia Mendez, the white shirt, just finished school. Law. She's one of the youngest lawyers in Bolivia.
Wow, that's amazing.
She plays for Argentina. She's practicing law.
Is she Bolivian or Argentina?
Born in Bolivia.
Oh, okay.
Plays for Argentina.
So that ball bounced and then went out. So is that a replay under your rules?
Replay. Ball hits the floor and goes out. Then it's a replay. If it's out off of a racket.
From Oh, tricky there. And I just played a doubles match, and when my doubles partner served to my side, I looked at him and said, "What are you doing?"
In the line of fire. Eugene, I know in the ladies tour there are diversity as far as international players, especially players from Mexico and South America. Are you seeing the same thing in the men's tour?
Yeah, I mean, truly, I mean, our name is International Racquetball Tour, and it's really becoming that. We got players from Bolivia, Costa Rica playing, full time at every stop. We do have Americans playing; they're just not in the top level just yet, other than Rocky. We have a Canadian. We have two Canadians. We have a few Mexicans. Bolivians, Colombians. So yeah, wow. That sounded like it hurted, like it hurt. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of diversity. A lot of really good young players are really coming from out of the country. So it's nice to see. I mean, for me, watching the pros, growing up on the East Coast when I was, in the early '90s, the Pro Tour never came onto the East Coast. They were strictly West Coast. We had some great open players, and Jason and Sudsy and Ruben and Cliff. They were all from the Northeast, so the open matches were really good. But we never really had the pros at my gym when I was a kid. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see both tours, on the East Coast, Maryland, Boston. I know you guys go to Boston every year. Yeah, where is that in South Carolina? Columbia? Greenville. Now, where is that? I have a friend from it's South Carolina, but it's right near Charlotte. So.
Greenville is pretty much in the middle of this northwest of the state. They call it the jewel of the South, as I've been told.
It doesn't sound like it's easy to get to if it's in the.
If you're coming from the East Coast, the flights are pretty direct and
Oh, okay.
not expensive, and then obviously it don't take very long to get there. But it is a really neat town. They also do a great job at that event. It's a fundraiser. Every year they pick a charity event that they want to support, and they do on Thursday nights they do a big banquet and they sell the tables. They do it at a winery, so it's really special for the players. Sit down dinner. and in just a celebration of racquetball. They highlight the women's tour, but
That's awesome. Sounds like a really good time. I'm noticing in this match, I mean, Maria and Natalia, they keeping the ball more towards the middle of the court, and when they're doing that, they're getting themselves out of position. And Frederique has some really great down the line shots that she's scoring some easy points. Maria just can't get a racket on it because they're just really good shots. Frederique took an overhand before that was a flat roll. I mean, that was a really good shot also. I like what I see what these ladies can do with the ball. It's really entertaining. Now, is from a seeding standpoint, you said Maria and Natalia, they always play together, but Frederique and Alexandra, you say they don't play together. So are they a higher seed because they're higher seed singles players, or do you have different seeding for?
The players earn doubles rankings. So they, depending on how their finish is for this event, they'll earn points as an individual. And then when we go and we do the ranking or the seedings for an event, we add the points together, and whoever has the most points, that's who has the higher seed.
All good information. Very tough playing a lefty-righty combo. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Muncie was her doubles partner, and she doesn't make every stop. Nice finish there by Natalia. Now, does Muncie usually play at all the events, or I know that she was coming for a little while.
She plays when she can. She is a student, so she can't miss school all the time. She's still a junior player, a very well accomplished junior player.
She's a national champ. I think a world champ. Did she? I think didn't they win world doubles?
They won the Mexican title. So
okay.
Monte and Alexandra won Mexican nationals in doubles.
You got a plug there?
They beat Samantha and Paola.
Yeah.
This year.
So Samantha's not here, so that does
yes,
throw a little,
yes, it changed the draw a bit. I mean, unfortunately, she had every intention of coming, but there was a problem with her government-sponsored flight. So she just couldn't get it. They had elections, and apparently the person who usually reserves the flight didn't do it or isn't there anymore. So she wasn't able to come.
Logistics.
Yes.
You got to go to the logistics liaison for that.
Yeah,
info.
it's very unfortunate because Samantha is a talented player, of course, number two ranked player.
Let's get a little action here. We'll see what's going on. Frederique has a really nice lob serve down to the side here. Great little touch there by Frederique. I was talking to a couple other people today about when you play a lefty and righty doubles, a lot of players will try to stay to the middle or stay to the backhand, and they'll neglect the perfect shot down the line because it's to the lefty's forehand, and you really can't do that. If that's the right shot, you got to take it. You got to think about if you're on the right side of the court and that shot's there down the line, you always take it, but when you're playing a lefty, it seems that they never really take that type of shot.
Right. So we're at 14-14 here, a second serve. The serving team won that first game. Oh, no.
Double fault.
Oh. That's just giving it away. Luckily for them, it's only half out, but still, that's giving up a serve at 14. Giving up a serve at match point.
Nice put away, made up for it right
for it.
there, Frederic Lambert. So now they're in the finals, right?
Yes, they move on to the finals. Next up, our other pro semis match is Paola Longoria and Kelani Bailey Lawrence versus Rhonda Razors and Cheryl Lott. So we'll be back up in about 15 minutes. Thank you, Dean, for joining
Oh, no
us.
problem.
Hopefully you'll join us again here this evening.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.